Yo, howdy. Kicking off the show with Tool, Lateralis. Saw a post yesterday where somebody asked, what's a song you've heard a million times and it never gets old? There's one for me. All right, Thursday. We are one step closer to the weekend, which is fantastic. Got a little bit better sleep last night than I did the last few days, so that's good. Had a pretty chill, relaxing evening with my lady. Had some good food, some pizza. Watched a little bit of It Chapter 2. And then crashed on out. It was not too shabby. Not too shabby. Would still rather be sleeping still, but, thank you to my lady for picking me up some classic roast instant coffee. Been, about a week or so since I had some of that. I don't know if it's working any better than the raw meat, and it's raw meat energy drink. If you haven't heard me talk about that, I don't just start mowing down ground beef first thing in the morning. That doesn't sound good for the old guts. So, we've made it to Thursday. Wish it was Friday, but we're going to crush this day down. It'll be over with before we know it. And hopefully we can get back to more rest and relaxation. Yeah. Still giving away Testament tickets today as well. All you got to do is listen for me to tell you to call. I'm going to play a little clip of a Testament song. You correctly identify the song. You win a pair of tickets to their show at the Complex in Salt Lake City. Lots of fun giveaways coming up aside from that one as well. So stay tuned. We're trying to make it fun in 2026. And the next week should be pretty fun. Got the big game going down Sunday. And then Ghost in Salt Lake City on Tuesday. If you're at the Ghost show, you see me wandering around, make sure to come say hello. It's been a number of years since I've seen him live, and I'm pretty stoked on that. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get this party started with another band that's going to be coming to the area. Coming to Salt Lake soon-ish. I don't remember the date. Go to kbear.fm, check that concert calendar. We're talking about the ultimate party band, Electric Callboy. Definitely one of the best live shows I saw in 2025, Sleep Token. And I'm very excited, like I said, for concerts in 2026. If you get over to kbear.fm, you can check out our concert calendar. So many good ones coming up. Just click concerts and events at the website and then go to choose an event type and select concert/rock. Mention Ghost is coming up in just a few days. That would be on Tuesday in Salt Lake. Delta Center should be sick. Some of the other upcoming shows, Bad Omens, Bad Flower, Volumes, Necrogoblicon, The Browning, Filter, Black Label Society, Hawthorne Heights, 9 Inch Nails. And those are all just, in the next month. And the concert calendar, it's stacked. It's stacked already. Some real heavy shows coming up. Slaughter to Prevail, Lamb of God. I really need to win the lottery so I can afford tickets and hotel rooms to all of these shows. And I need more PTO, I guess. Really got to build that up. I cannot miss a single day with my plans for getting out of town and things like that. So wish me luck on avoiding any kind of stupid sickness or anything like that. Just need to continue going to bed nice and early so I can go check out as many of these shows as possible. I mentioned earlier, Electric Callboy is going to be coming. Pussifer is going to be coming. It's looking great for 2026. Now we just need some shows announced for right here in East Idaho. Guess I am going to go to Ian Munzik, country show here in a couple weeks at the Mountain America Center. One of my lady's favorite artists. Got to take her out to the show. Should be fun. But yeah, we could just use a few more local announcements. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anywho, go check out that concert calendar. There are so many shows on it. I guarantee there's something for you. Make some plans, get out of town, have some fun. And hopefully we have some fun on this program today. All right, I'm gonna dig for crap to talk about. Hopefully there's some good stuff floating around. It's been a rough week on the old content front. Just endless political garbage and stuff that's not fun. So we'll find something. So there's this radio company called Town Square Media, and I just feel so bad for their DJs. They don't really seem to get to focus on doing actual radio. It's all about making articles for their website. Lists and things like that. Like, it's illegal to throw these 15 common items in the garbage in Idaho. I guess it does get idiots like me clicking, because I'm like, okay, have I thrown any of this crap away recently? No. I mean, if I'm curious on an item, I just ask the people at the dump, at the transfer station, what do I do with this? I got a truck full of crap I need to get rid of right now. Some of it needs to go to the thrift store. Some needs to go to the dump. I wonder if any of these items in my truck are on this list. And I'm guessing this list is, for the most part, going to be common sense, right? Or should be. Maybe this is good information to get out to the community. Like, don't throw away your used motor oil in the garbage, or antifreeze, or paint. Usually, when it comes to paint, they want you to let it completely dry out first. And I think that's basically because it'll, explode, spray everywhere when the cans get crushed. But I could be wrong about that. I would think that any kind of flammable material, like they got paint thinner and stuff on here, anything flammable seems iffy. They're also saying pesticides and herbicides. Yeah, don't throw your Roundup in the garbage, okay? Or pool chemicals. Probably most chemicals of any sort. Old thermostats, anything with mercury in it, should be common sense. Again, they have ways to dispose of these kind of things, but talk to the people at the dump. They'll let you know what to do. Oh, compact fluorescent bulbs. The little spiral bulbs? Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't do it. Or your old electronics, or aerosol spray cans. Basically anything that could blow up. Gas should be common sense. Lighter fluid. And then your dirty needles. Don't throw those in the garbage. That's what they're saying. Could be risky to sanitation workers. You're just trying to do your job, working at the transfer station, get stuck with some random needle. That would not be cool. Not cool. Just reminded me of a scene out of the movie Weapons, which if you haven't seen Weapons, you should watch it. It's a really good movie. So yeah, spring cleaning will be coming before we know it. There you go. Don't throw that crap in your garbage. Figure out what to do with it the proper way. And hopefully the weather will be nice this afternoon. Maybe I'll take a trip over to the old transfer station and get that crap out of my truck. It's taking up space. All right. Already almost 7? Good. I'm ready to be home. Only 8 hours to go. Ugh. I'm doing all right. I feel like I need to take an allergy pill, though. A little congested feeling today. I like to whine about stuff. It's what I do. All right. Let's see here. I just read a really unpleasant story that I thought about sharing with you. About a guy who died after sticking his head into a deep fryer. But that's all I really need to tell you. That's dark enough as it is. I've been saying for days, rough news days, trying to do radio show. Lots of unpleasantness in the world. You can't even go to eastidahonews.com and just find some cheery, positive news. Nate Eaton, where you at with some sunshine and rainbows, huh? Well, anyway. I mean, normally, man sticks his head in a deep fryer. That is the type of content that you tend to hear on this show. But I don't know. This story's sad, so I'm not going to get into it here. Here's a positive, well, not positive, but a little bit cheerier restaurant story. Guy broke into a Little Caesars and started making pizzas to sell. Okay. I don't know. People pay, what, $5-6 for a Little Caesars pizza? Doesn't seem like the best money-making scheme. It seemed like a lot of work to make a few bucks. But yeah, apparently been charged with multiple felonies after breaking in and just starting to whip up pizza. Did he open the doors? Like, come on in. And then just started selling them to customers? Where was he selling them? I don't know. Again, doesn't seem like a good way to make money. What you need to do is go to hireeastidaho.com and find yourself a new job. That's what this guy should have done. Hireeastidaho.com. It's freshly revamped, looking good. Got local job listings direct from local businesses. Go check it out if you're in the market for a job, or if you're an employer, you can post your listings there. So go check it out. You know, if you get away with breaking the law, you shouldn't call the cops and brag about it. They don't like that. Also, phone calls can be traced pretty easily. It's 2026. But some criminals are dumb. This was a guy in New Jersey. So, it starts off, he gets some kind of traffic ticket. So he calls to complain, and they sent officers to the guy's house to do a welfare check, because I don't know, it says he made concerning comments on the call. Not sure what they were. They send the cops over for a welfare check. They get there and the guy's sitting in his car and he sees the officers and drives off. So they end up in a high-speed chase and the guy gets away. You know, they determine that it's dangerous to engage in the chase. So he gets away. They know where the guy lives, all right? Right out of the gate, they're going to come back eventually. But he made it a little easier on him because he let him know when he made it back home by calling them and going, hey, I got away from you guys. So then they just went to his house and arrested him. And he got a lot of tickets. He's going to be in jail for quite a while. Got 20 traffic tickets. All kinds of different things. What a moron. So yeah, don't do that, okay? I mean, don't, engage in a high-speed chase to begin with. It's dangerous. You could, run somebody over. But if you don't want to make national news, don't get yourself busted by calling the cops, letting them know you're back home. Worst bragger ever. Well, I'm just sitting here watching a video of a guy who, he's in the woods. I don't know exactly where, but we've got two bison that are just circling him. He seems to be managing to avoid them by getting close to trees. I don't know how he ended up in this position, but it's absolutely terrifying. And as the video goes on, I'm wondering here if this guy's going to get really messed up. Because, I mean, these bison are right next to him as he's filming. Like, they must be, a foot away from him. And they're angry, okay? They're bison. When are people going to learn to stay away from wild animals? There was this story the other day. I don't even remember if we talked about it, but a woman, I think in China, tried to take a selfie with a snow leopard. And, it pretty much bit her face off. Yeah, wild cats. Probably even more terrifying than bison. All right, I'm just waiting to see here if this guy gets lucky. Okay, one of the bison ran away. It looks like he's at some kind of a preserve or something because there's a fence. Maybe these are his bison. And they're still mad at him. Even if you try to domesticate them, they're still wild. All right? Just stay away from them, idiots. We're not even in bison attacking people season. It's not the tourist season. But apparently, idiots are idiots year round. So, yeah, bison as pets, bad idea. I'm going to try to dig up a little bit of freak news. Hang on, and we shall return with that, all right? Cool. Okay, where to begin here? The Florida Tree of Death? Sure. Yeah, the Australia of the U.S., Florida, home to many dangerous things, and apparently one of them is the deadliest tree in the world, the Tree of Death. Yeah, not only is the fruit that grows on this tree deadly, but even the sap, like, if you get the sap from the tree on your skin, can cause burn-like blisters. People reporting heavy inflammation of the eyes and even temporary blindness when they were burning the tree, for a campfire. Now, others are claiming I'm immune to the sap, but they're just trying to get the warning out to people. Don't eat the fruit, even though it's pleasantly sweet. You'll suddenly feel it burning in your mouth, tightness in your throat, and you could just straight up die. So just don't eat fruit that you find in Florida, apparently, because it does look tasty. Let's see here. Another human skull donated to Goodwill. Where was this one at? Michigan. Police are looking for a woman who dropped off a human skull wrapped in a shirt. They didn't see any visible damage or uncharacteristic holes in the skull. They've sent it off to the University of Michigan for an examination, but they want to talk to the person who dropped off someone's head. We did a list recently of items you should not donate to Goodwill. I think it was 2 weeks ago or so. You wouldn't think they'd have to tell you skulls, but yeah, you can't drop those off either, okay? It's suspicious. What else do we got here? Too many tabs open. I know I had something else. Oh, okay, so, down south, places like Nashville and such, they've been dealing with terrible winter storms and blackouts. Another reason that living in a neighborhood with an HOA can suck. HOA told them, can't use your generator during an ice storm blackout. This was actually in Nashville. Family just trying to stay warm. Then the homeowners association shows up, and they're like, you need to get rid of that immediately or you're going to face a bunch of fines. So, yeah. No, you can't stay warm in a winter storm. We don't like how that looks sitting out on your lawn, in these brutal conditions. Jeez. Yeah, you'd think that they could cut a little bit of slack when people are without power for days on end, but HOAs can be really strict. So just something to keep in mind if you're shopping for a home, if you're concerned about weather conditions. I have a generator in my garage that I've pretty much only hung on to in case of massive power outage situations. You want to be able to at least survive, right? At least survive. Well, thankfully the weather around here has been pretty decent. Ain't got any complaints for me yet, but I'm sure before the end of the winter season I'll complain. I think Peaches and I discussed this topic on the noon hour recently. Unless it was deja vu or a dream or something. But we were talking about, I swear, like, staying friends with your exes and if that's even possible. I'm sure there are situations where it's possible. I don't know. In mine, I don't think that's going to work out. But anyway, somebody posted online asking if they were a jerk for not wanting to stay friends after getting dumped, and then the girl went back to her ex-boyfriend. And I guess basically, it all comes down to she's been messaging him and things and just trying to act like everything's normal. And he's like, no. I don't know. I think, if I got dumped and then, my lady went back to an ex, I don't think I'd be very happy about that. I don't know. But again, in all my previous relationships, we did not remain friends afterward. It just seems like it would be awkward. I don't know. That's just me. And I guess it depends on your relationship. But yeah, what kind of advice are people giving them here? Yeah, no, you're not a jerk, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the internet really doesn't like this girl. I didn't read the whole post, on the show, because who really cares that much? I'm just digging for any kind of content to talk about. But yeah, you're not obligated to be friends with anybody. Well, you don't have to be. You can hang out with and be friends with whoever you want. All right? Don't let people guilt you into having to, be associated with them. You don't want somebody in your life, you tell them to get. You get. And say it just like that, because they'll be like, huh? No, you get. Get on out of here. Get. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure there are situations where people can remain friends, but it just seems like, I don't know, it'd be awkward and weird to me. You be you. Do what you want. All right? No. You're not obligated to, make sure somebody else feels sunshine and rainbowy if they're no longer, a part of your life. All right? Sometimes people got to go. All right, I'm gonna keep digging. There's got to be something better to talk about. This week, I tell you, it sucks for content. It sucks. I mean, there's plenty of things that everybody's talking about out there, but I ain't digging into that on this show. Too gross. Okay, it's been a few days since I played any video games. Been in the mood to do so, just, I don't know. It hasn't happened. What do? Take a look at the list of the greatest games of all time and see what stands out as something to play. Now, this guy went all out, collected over 900 greatest games lists, and made a master list. So, some of these were all-time lists, some were end-of-decade lists, some were end-of-year lists, including award ceremonies, blah, blah, blah. And so he threw it all into a, spreadsheet computer, weighed everything out, and came up with the ultimate list of the greatest games of all time. The 100 greatest games. Let's read every single one. No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe we'll do the top 20. All right? Because I'm curious. Stupid phone, shut up. Sorry, had an alarm going off. All right, number 20, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I think most people would assume Skyrim would end up on a list of the greatest games of all time. Wow, 19, Grand Theft Auto 5. 19? Seems kind of low to me for that game. Are we even going to have Red Dead Redemption 2 pop up on the top 20? I see Red Dead Redemption, the original one, at number 22, and I think everybody agrees that Red Dead 2 is better. That's weird. Okay. World of Warcraft at 19, Doom at 17, Elden Ring at 16, Portal 2 at 15, Final Fantasy 7 at 14, BioShock at 13, Mass Effect 2 at 12, Shadow of the Colossus at 11, Super Mario World, an older game here, coming in at number 10. It is a great game. Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. That would be the Super Nintendo version, I believe, at number 9. Resident Evil 4 at number 8. And I have that game in VR. Resident Evil 4. Why have I not played that through? Man, I suck. I'm gonna have to fire that up. I remember being all excited when I bought it. I played it one day, and then I don't remember what happened, and I never went back to it. Gonna have to start it over. Mario 64 at 7. The Witcher 3 at number 6. Didn't they already say Half-Life 2? No, that was Mass Effect 2. Half-Life 2 at number 5. Ocarina of Time at number 4. The Last of Us, the original one, at number 3. Tetris at 2. And then Zelda Breath of the Wild at number 1. Now, Zelda Breath of the Wild is a fantastic game. Where's Red Dead 2? I don't see it on this list at all. What? Are they just counting Red Dead like the series, under just Red Dead Redemption? Because I can't imagine. Oh, there it is at number 38. 38? You're going to try to tell me that GoldenEye 007 from Nintendo 64 is better than Red Dead 2? Shame! Shame on this list. I think Resident Evil 4. That's what I'm going to have to fire up. Play it in VR. Though I know I'll probably just end up sitting down and continuing my current playthrough of Red Dead Part 2. Getting pretty far in the game. Getting to a bleak part of the game. For those of you who've played, I think I'm on Chapter 6, if I recall correctly. And things are going downhill. Well, I'm excited to play through it again. I think this would be my 4th playthrough. That's ridiculous. I need to try some new games. GTA 6 coming in November. Oh, man. Yeah, they expect GTA 6 to make $2 billion in the first 24 hours. I believe it, because even if they charge $100 for that game, day one, I'm getting it. Hey, Peaches, you walked in right when I was about to get done here. Just talking about this list I found on Reddit of the top 100 games of all time. Guy compiled every list of the greatest games of all time that he could find. Mathed it all out.
Guitar Hero Metallica at number 1.
I don't think it's on the list.
Get rid of it.
Breath of the Wild was number 1.
Oh, even worse.
It's a great game. Top notch. Best Zelda game, for sure. It's amazing.
Where's Contraband Simulator?
Contraband Simulator? I've never even heard of that one.
Good one.
That sounds fun.
Have you not seen anybody play that?
No.
Oh, you just stop people at a checkpoint and you see if they match the description, see if they're trying to smuggle drugs. It's fun.
There it is. Contraband Police.
Queso plays it quite a lot and it's pretty funny.
All right. I mean, it's got pretty good ratings. So.
if you catch them sneaking drugs, you can just shoot them on sight.
Okay.
It's a video game, all right? It's not real life.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and end this one before I make some comments that people don't like. R.I.P. to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy. The songs never get old. Timeless. Okay. Speaking of scary little green men, seems like I saw something else about aliens in the news. Aliens from a parallel universe may be all around us, and we don't even know it, a study suggests. That's right. They're all around us. Oh, stupid Popular Mechanics. You must subscribe if you want to read this. How about no? How about I'm not going to pay $25 because I want to read one dumb story about aliens being all around us. Aliens around us, parallel dimension. Maybe this is available somewhere else. I swear I had the full article up. Because these kind of stories are a little bit fun. Nope, apparently that's just Popular Mechanics. All right, well, sorry, I wanted to talk to you about scary little green men. Now, back in 2024, scientists were exploring the possibility of alien life in parallel universes. But, I mean, first you got to prove that a parallel universe exists, which it easily could. You know, I think there could have been a crack in the simulation about 2015. We told that story of, what was it, a weasel got into the Large Hadron Collider. Weasel, Hadron Collider. That was, April 2016. Chewed through a 66 kilovolt transformer cable, causing a short circuit and severe electrical disturbance that halted the particle accelerator. And it caused a temporary days-long shutdown of the facility. A lot of conspiracies floating around about that. We are in the Weasel timeline, which is why everything's gotten so weird since 2016. I mean, remember prior to 2016? Yeah, it was different then. It was certainly not near as crazy. I mean, I tell you, trying to dig through the internet to find crap to talk with you about, some days it just leaves me with a headache. So I had to crack more raw meat energy drink this morning. Just keep myself surviving here. Stupid Weasel timeline. Well, if I find any more information on the aliens, I'll let you know. I just wish, with all the distractions the government's throwing at us, could they just throw that one out there? One that's at least fun. Aliens are real. Check out these videos of like spaceships and stuff. I think that would work as a really good distraction to all the things they seem to be just, trying to cover up that's going on. Throw us a fun distraction. Okay? I think we need to have like some kind of Hollywood makeup artist help out politicians. It's getting really distracting. All right? My Facebook feed probably looks like yours. They've been pummeling us with political garbage for like the last year. And so I see these videos pop up, and I've noticed that a lot of these politicians are getting a little bit more extreme with the amount of makeup they're wearing. And I'm not talking about the women. I'm talking about the men. Have you noticed this, Peaches? And I'm not talking about the president. Everybody knows, he wears that orange makeup. But all the other ones. Like, this video just popped up on my feed of Mike Johnson. You know who he is?
I want to see somebody spruce up Mitch McConnell.
I think he's in the hospital. I think I read that the other day. And some people are so old, there's not a lot of sprucing up you can do.
I feel like he should be in at least one movie before he passes away, and that is The Mummy. Sorry, that guy is just ugly.
He is pretty weird looking. But Mike Johnson, he keeps popping up on my feed for some reason. And I've noticed over the last few months, the amount of blush that they're putting on his face, it's getting, like, really, really bold. Okay, like, you remember when I dressed up as Victoria Rose?
Oh, please.
For Halloween?
I can't get that selfie out of my head. That picture of you and Jade on the couch.
Now, I had a lot of blush on that day, okay? Very, very pink cheeks. And that's the look he's got going on right now. And it's weird because a lot of these guys adamantly fight against men, wanting to dress up as women. But they wear so much makeup. This shouldn't be controversial to even talk about. Like, it's a fact that these guys wear makeup. I mean, J.D. Vance, he's got very beautiful eyeliner. but it's not conspiracy theory, right? They're on TV all the time.
Not Jalea Vance coming out.
They wear makeup, but they need to tone it down a little bit because it's getting distracting to me. When your cheeks are that pink, you either drink way too much alcohol, but I think he's a pretty clean-cut guy, or your makeup artist is just getting a little bit out of control.
What excuse do you think he would have if he was just adamantly declining he's wearing makeup all the time?
Well, I actually commented. I said you need to tone it down on the blush on his post. But I got no response.
What if him and Erica Kirk start matching with like the whole makeup look?
Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. And again, this is politicians on all sides. Okay, I'm sure that when we had President Biden around, to keep him from looking like McConnell, there had to be some good makeup going on.
The Mummy.
Because a lot
Wait,
of
Joe, the set's over here.
A lot of these guys are really old, and to keep them looking not like the Crypt Keeper, you got to use some makeup.
Maybe they could have used Adam Ray as Joe Biden to
Adam Ray
fill in on you know who Adam Ray is.
I don't know. Let me
the guy
him.
who plays Dr. Phil all the time.
Oh, okay.
That's Adam Ray. He also does Joe Biden.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of characters.
Well, and I think all those guys are wearing makeup too. And I would assume on a broadcast TV show.
Who? Tony Hinchcliffe and all those guys?
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they're all wearing makeup.
You see Bert Kreischer on the Kelly Clarkson show?
I mean, if you're going on TV, they're putting makeup on you. It's just part of the deal. I think Lieutenant Crane said on Family Feud, they had a makeup team, sprucing them all up.
Oh, that would have sucked.
But
I would hate to see what they would do with me.
At least they didn't put a bunch of blush on Lieutenant Crane like
should have.
Whoever Mike Johnson's makeup artist is, because it would look ridiculous.
He would have thrown a fit, I think.
I think he would have.
Get that brush off of me.
I was just reading this post online. Some woman was at the gas station, just pumping gas. She says she's a young woman, 24, so is constantly keeping herself aware of surroundings, waiting in her car while her gas pumps, and a man pulls up in his car next to her and makes eye contact. So she makes eye contact, and he proceeds to start telling her to roll her window down. She shakes her head no, because at the time she figured he was either going to hit on me or ask for money, and I don't have any money to give. So he continues doing it. She rolls his window down and is like, what? And then he gets all mad and says, don't worry about it, and speeds off. She checked all around to make sure he wasn't trying to say something was wrong with her car, but now she's feeling guilty. She didn't roll her window down. She's like, am I a jerk for this? No. You don't know what kind of weirdos are out there. Seriously. All right. I've hung around a lot of women in my life. I have, 2 daughters. And the amount of crap that you ladies have to put up from creepy, weird dudes. Yeah. You are certainly not obligated to roll your window down and deal with some creep at the gas station. Now, it could be totally innocent. But I'd say if it was some kind of real emergency or something, maybe he could write a note, or I don't know. And depending on how the person looks, somebody rolls up next to me and asks me to roll down my window. Who knows if I'm going to do it, all right? Because there's enough issues I've dealt with just being out in public. I've mentioned it a few times. It seems like every time I go downtown Idaho Falls as of late, whether it's daytime, nighttime, somebody trying to start a fight, somebody talking crap. I'm like, what? I'm just walking here. What's the problem? I don't know you. So yeah, be aware out there, all right? A lot of people seem to have gotten really weird in the last few years. I wouldn't roll my window down. If the gas wasn't pumping, I would have probably just drove off. Get away from me, freaks. All right. We'll see what we can do for the end of the show here in a few. Maybe I'll pick some fun tracks to wrap this program up, and then maybe I'll find at least one more thing to yap about. Stick around and find out. Well, that pretty much does it for this program today. Hope your day's going by quickly and that the rest of it goes nice. Again, if you're looking for something to do at lunchtime, you can join us at the Greater Idaho Falls Police Foundation's Law Enforcement Appreciation Luncheon. Tickets are available at ifpolicefoundation.org. I know Lieutenant Crane's going to be there, and of course, a whole bunch of different folks from Idaho Falls Police Department, Bonneville County Sheriff's Office, and the Idaho State Police. Just getting out and recognizing outstanding service and leadership from our local law enforcement. It's going down at the Melaleuca headquarters at noon. If you want to pick up tickets, ifpolicefoundation.org. If you're going to be there, make sure to come say hello. Would be good to see you. So that's what I've got planned for today. And Peaches and I will still be doing the noon hour of madness and mayhem as well. So don't worry about that. That show will air. I guess in the meantime, that raw meat energy drink did not seem to wake me up. Might have to get some more. How much caffeine can I chug? Probably not much more, or I'll just start creepy crawling. So, all right, wish me luck. I'm waking up, leaving you a tool. Thank you again for tuning in to The Victor Welch Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.